You're probably going to be grossed out.
I used to do wound care, so I doubt it.
Am I the butthole for feeding a guest out of bowls my dog uses?
Maybe an enemy.
I have one large dog at home.
Yeah.
I don't have a dog food bowl, as in a dedicated bowl that my dog eats out of.
Mm-hmm.
She has a water bowl that's just for her,
Mm-hmm.
but not a dedicated food bowl. My dog eats fresh food, so every day I prepare my dog's food using my kitchen utensils and gear. Put the food in one of my normal bowls and then give it to my dog. Once she's finished eating, I take the bowl away and put it in the dishwasher to be cleaned. I just feel like it's more hygienic this way since she gets a clean bowl for every single meal.
Ooh.
Plus, it's easier for me since I can just dump it in the dishwasher. Recently, I had a house guest over for a meal. Let's call him Mark. And everything was going okay. Until he found out my dog eats out of the same tableware as humans do. He was already really put off that I let my dog onto my furniture. But after hearing this, he freaked out, yelling at me how I was disgusting and how I should have warned him before that so he could have just not eaten.
Right, it's right, spell right. That's a reader error.
Eaten anything. Whew, struggle. He ranted about how I live in filth and how I'm putting him on the level of a dog. He thinks it's unhygienic that I don't have a dedicated dog bowl and utensils for my dog to use. I don't think it's an issue. I have a maid come in every single day to clean. I like keeping my house clean. Even my dog gets wiped every time she comes in from a walk, so she's clean too. Plus, I feel like after the dishes go through the dishwasher, it's clean, so it wouldn't matter who uses it. It's not like I use the utensils to prepare my dog's food and then use the same ones for humans, or that I reuse the bowl my big dog uses without washing it. Am I the butthole for not telling my guest that my dog eats out of the same bowls as he does?
Absolutely. And you need to take your toothbrush and go stick it in the toilet and say, "Oh, this toothbrush is clean because my toilet clean." That's gross. Back to story number 3 or 2, whichever one it was, 2 or 3. That's why I said I don't eat in people's house that have pets in the house. That's gross. Like, because you too cool with your pet. And I'm not saying that, I don't know. Look, I ain't no super dog person like that, so I don't know all that stuff. But I just look at an animal or a pet is a pet and a human is a human, of two separate entities. And so, like, I would be the same. I would be very irate if somebody told me, like, "Oh, you eating this bowl of cereal?" You know, Sparky eat out of that bowl too. That's Sparky bowl. Because Sparky looking at me
like why you looking at
my bowl?
He's out of my bowl.
And I'm over here trying to figure out why he keep looking at me.
Right.
And I just feel like that's normal. And then to add a common term to it, it's like you can go to TJ Maxx or Ross and get the same bowl for like $10.
If you have a maid that comes in
that's
every
just
day,
nasty.
You have enough money to.
But I say that's nasty to me but I don't know. Everybody grew up so different.
Yes,
you could think that's normal.
I will say this: it doesn't bother me that this person, that OP, puts their dog bowl in the dishwasher to be washed with the other food. I really and truly, that doesn't bother me as much as, I mean, it's gross all the way around. I see you making faces at me. It's gross all the way around. But knowing that the food, that it goes in the dishwasher doesn't bother me as much as knowing that I'm eating after a pet. And I understand, like, people say it's sterilized, it's clean. I don't think there's any amount of cleanliness outside of it being the apocalypse, and that's my last option.
Right.
That would make it okay for, in my brain, to eat.
Have y'all ever seen what dogs do when they get bored?
They just sit and lick, and I won't say where, but I'm going to say they sit and lick. I have a dog.
Come on now.
My dog knows not to cross the threshold of the kitchen. She is in the front part. She does not come in the kitchen. We don't.
She even got spatial recognition of kitchens.
Exactly.
She'll go here and be like,
yeah, this is the kitchen. Oh, I see the fridge.
Right.
I can't go in there. So I think, but like you said, different people treat their pets differently, and some people really do treat them like family. Okay, cool. If you're somebody that allows your pets to drink out of the cup, to eat out of the bowl, to lick from the spoon, which I do know there's people who are doing that, at least have enough respect for me to say, like, hey, this bowl we use for
like
Cujo.
We got the cat.
Do you mind using this bowl? And at least let me have the option of whether or not I'm going to eat out of the bowl. Now, once you tell me that, I'm probably not going to eat anything. Because in my brain, if you let them eat them out of once, twice,
like these people that
and thrice.
Like when people take their cat and let the cat do the hand imprint on the cookie. And they're like, y'all want these cookies?
Or the cats get on the counter while they're cooking and you think there's not
I'm through.
Chopped. No, I can't do it.
I'm chopped liver.
I think that is gross, personally, and I'm not trying to be judgy.
I ain't knocking you. If that's what you do, that's what you do.
That's
it
okay
ain't for me.
In your home.
Ain't for me. Yeah.
But as for me and my crew, I'm not doing that. That's just not.
One crew, no.
Right. So here's some comments.
Yeah.
How filthy are y'all's dogs that you wouldn't use a sterilized bowl a dog touch? You understand anything you buy secondhand could have been used by anyone for anything, not the butthole. You're sterilizing the bowls. The dog is eating fresh food. It's super weird to freak out about that. And there are a lot of people who agree with that comment.
Yeah, but that's what I said. Like, it depends on how you. Yeah, depends on how you grew up. That ain't no.
You're the butthole. I agree that that's not somehow more unhygienic than sharing dishes with another human. But I think a lot of people would be put off by this, especially if you already knew how he felt about just having dogs on furniture. You should have given him a heads up. True. If he said he don't even want the dog on the furniture, what in God's green earth would make you think that he'd be okay with eating? Is this a date? Were you trying to get with this man? Because you didn't. Girl.
It sounded like she was, because when she said like a friend or something like that came over.
It just said house guest.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, that sounded like
this was a date.
Yeah.
See, and this is why, y'all, you can't eat everything from everybody's house. You can't. Yeah. You just can't. That's why the question is, who made this?
That's like the that's like a TikTok video where the woman had the ice cream or something, and the dogs was beside her. And her husband was sitting there with his spoon because he was about to get some. I wish I could remember that video. He was about to get some ice cream. And the two dogs started looking at it. She was eating it out the middle. And he just got up and moved. But I'm going to have to find that one for you. I'll send it to you. But yeah, that's what that reminds me of.
Yeah, I'm just not that comfortable with pets. Once again, I do have a dog. She's 11. So I've had my dog for 11 years. And though I love my dog, there's just certain boundaries that I'm not going to cross, and food is one of them.
It could be a dog, cat, elephant. I don't care what it is.
I'm just saying, I'm saying my dog, but I'm saying pets in general.
Yeah, I don't do none of it.
There's just certain boundaries that we're not going to cross. And if somebody feels that way, then they just feel that way. We're not going to judge you for eating out of the same bowl. Do you eat out of the same bowl that your dog does? Because you never said that you ate out of it. So are you eating out of the same bowl? Right. Because once again, I'm going back to the last video. Something just struck a nerve. I'm going back to the last video. How dare you expect me to do something that you're not even doing? So that's question number one. So I'm not judging you for if that's what you choose to do and if that's what you want to do. However, it's not for me and it's not something that I want to do. So, I don't feel like you are the butthole. You're like 50-50. You're the butthole for not telling him, but you're not the butthole because that's the way you live. Let me ask you this. What would you do if you found out that you were at somebody's house and the bowl that you were eating out of was also a bowl that
I would have did what he did. I'm snapping.
You're going off. It's like, do you want a foot loop or a knuckle sandwich? Because I'm about to serve
Give me two pieces of bread and boom. But no, like I just feel like it's disrespectful. Honestly.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, because when somebody tell you what they don't do, and you do it anyway,
forcing it on them
as an adult, that's disrespect.
Yeah,
like you just crossing that boundary because you want to. Right. It ain't no rhyme or reason.
Right. Yeah.
But I also, when I seen a dog, I would say, "Oh, you want to go out?"
Yeah.
I wouldn't have. Like when I seen a dog leapfrog up on the furniture, I would if I'm that interested, I would say, "Well, let's just go out and get something."
Right.
I'm not eating.
Oh, so you're stopping at the door. You're not even taking any chances.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, that's good foresight, though.
Because
if you're letting you're just automatically assuming if somebody's letting their dog on the couch,
but I have my own theory on.
Yeah, you do.
Dog. So yeah.
No, that makes sense. So you have your own boundaries and protections up to keep you from ever having.
Because I'm already funny about food anyway, so I ain't finna play with you too long.
Once again, the theme is.
I would have frisked with that sucker across the.
We need to
frisked with that bowl of plate across the room, off the wall before I left.